If you want applause, rely on talent. If you want consistency, gain experience. But if you want excellence, longevity, and global relevance, then invest in knowledge. Because at the end of the day, talent and experience is good. But you see, knowledge, it will always make the difference. Hi, everyone. My name is Samuel Ajibola, and I'm popularly known as Biff from Africa Magic's most popular and widely watched company television series of the last decade named The Johnsons. I'm a multi-talented and a multiple award-winning actor, as well as an exceptional filmmaker with close to 30 years of professional experience in the Nigerian film and television industry. Now, I'm making this video especially for actors and actresses, both established and upcoming, and also for anyone who has the dream, the curiosity, or the calling to become not just an actor, but a versatile, disciplined, and an award-winning performer. By the special grace of God, the recognitions I've received over the decades in Nollywood has qualified me not to brag, but to share knowledge. Knowledge that was once hidden from me. Knowledge I paid for with time, mistakes, rejection, and humility. Because talent alone will get you noticed. Experience will keep you busy. But knowledge is what makes you exceptional. Let me share with you an interesting and very eye-opening story. Many people don't know this, but in the mid-1990s, the legendary Hollywood director Steven Spielberg was searching specifically for West African actors for his 1997 film called Amistad. Now, I'm sure some of you must have watched it. And this film was based on the true life story of Joseph Sinke, also known as Senbe Pierre, a West African man of the Mende people who are historically linked to the Yoruba lineage from present-day Benin Republic. Now, Joseph Sinke led a powerful revolt of enslaved Africans aboard the Spanish slave ship La Amistad in July of 1839. Now, here is the shocking part. The role was first offered to Cuba Gooding Jr., and he turned it down. Later, he regretted it deeply. Will Smith tried to get the role, and Seal, the world-famous musician who sang Kiss from a Rose, tried as well. Open auditions were held in London, in Paris, and in Sierra Leone. Yet, with just 9 weeks left before filming, the role was still left unfilled. Steven Spielberg, who was so committed to authenticity, said he was prepared to delay production by up to 2 years if he couldn't find the right actor. By the 1990s, Nollywood was already booming. And according to one of my acting teachers, at that time, Spielberg actually requested to watch about 10 films each from the very best Nigerian male actors who fit the physical and age requirements for the role. Now, imagine that. Like, this was a once in a lifetime global opportunity. But sadly, none of them were selected. And the reason Spielberg reportedly gave is the same problem we are battling with today. The problem was this: many actors were not playing the characters, they were playing themselves. They brought their own personality, their own mannerisms, their own voice, and their emotional arc into every role. So when Spielberg watched 4 to 5 different films from the same actor, he kept seeing the same person, just in different costumes. No transformation, no internal shift, no emotional truth. And when a character cannot live through you as an actor, the true audiences will never believe the story. After Spielberg had reviewed over 150 actors, including Zachary Ismail de Bankole, a Hollywood actor born in Abidjan to Yoruba parents, Spielberg eventually watched an audition tape from a relatively unknown Beninese actor named Jimon Honse. Jimon wasn't famous then, but he was prepared. He was empty enough for the character to enter him, and that role changed his life forever. Till today, I still imagine how massive the fate of any of those Nigerian actors would have been if they had landed that role. But I don't blame them, because I was once exactly like them. For the first 15 years of my career, I acted the same way. That includes the first season and parts of the second season of the Johnsons. I relied heavily on instinct, talent, and experience. And while that worked to an extent, something was missing. It wasn't until I received proper training, and more importantly, proper understanding, that everything changed. I began to ask different questions. Questions like, who is this character before the camera starts rolling? What does this character want that they are afraid to say? How does this character's past affect the way they speak, walk, love, and react? Once I understood that acting is interpretation and not imitation, a performance is changed. And people noticed. That growth reflected in the awards and recognitions I received over time, including the Best Actor at the 2014 In-Short Film Festival for the short film Soeje, and of course the popular 2017 AMVCA Special Recognition Award for the Best Actor in a Television Comedy Series for Spiff in the Johnsons.
and for putting the African culture on the global map. Thank you so much. I'd like to thank the cast and crew, the Johnsons, and Native Media. We made it. Thank you so much. And I also like to thank my management, for putting so much work in my brief. And
do something.
Don't speak, don't pop mouth, speak, fool.
I got my money and I want to thank my brothers that they're watching him now, so I messed up.
So when fans tell me today, Spiff, I can't believe you are different from the character in real life. Or some fans comment on my page and be like, we can't take you seriously because we are too used to the character as the true version of you. I smile. Because that is not an insult. But that is the proof that the illusion worked excellently. It means the character became so real to them. And that, my people, is the highest compliment an actor can ever receive. This is why I've decided by God's grace to launch my very first acting masterclass in the year 2026. Not to show off, not to compete with anyone, but to shorten the learning curve for the next generation. To help actors move from performing to becoming. From just acting scenes to living the truth of a character. From fame to longevity, because the industry is changing and the audiences are way smarter now. Besides, global platforms more than ever are watching, and talent alone is no longer enough. Thank you, and I'll see you at the masterclass.